Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here with another episode of Football Manager 2017 with Carmarthen Town. And since the last episode, you may see something's changed. So last episode we beat the New Saints, I think it was 4-2, 4-3-2, something like that. But we beat the New Saints, unfortunately. We also lost to Bangor City. Now unfortunately, after the Bangor City save, my computer crashed. And Football Manager kept crashing between these 2 days. I had to reinstall it, I think, or something like that. Yeah, I reinstalled all the graphics and all those stuff and redid it all, and that kind of fixed the problem. But unfortunately, that did mean that I had to replay these 2 games because I hadn't saved after them. But I'd at that point already done kind of most of the editing and rendering of the other video, so it was sort of done. I sort of had Football Manager in the background, which was a mistake in hindsight. But I did replay them, and I got pretty good results actually. In fact, we're 1 point better off, but because the New Saints also won, I felt there wasn't cheating per se, because the New Saints were still level with us on points at that point, which was how the last episode ended. So we got 1 more point, but we're still level on points. But then we went on the most insane of runs. We were just scraping by with wins, and there was one game where we sort of were 1-0 up. Wait, where was it? I think it was one of these, wasn't it? Oh no, this one here. No, not that one. No, okay. This is awkward now. There was a game where we won and they had a penalty in the last second, and I thought we'd lost it. It's quite sure it's this one actually. Let's have a quick look. No, not that game. Oh, this is gonna bug me now. Was it one of these two? This is really bugging me. Found it. It was this game against Bala. We went 1-0 up thanks to Aidan Smith. He's a wonderful substitute now off the bench. Him and Wisdom between them are just incredible. And then they had a penalty in the absolute last second. It was devastating as they're almost crying. To be fair, we've been dominating 99% of the games we've played. And I was just sat there like, no, I'm going to get ruined in the last second. But he missed, which was absolutely insane. And that really, you can see that was the first game, and that sparked off an incredible run where we won every game. I think this is, so since the last time we lost a game is like 19 games, because if we go, oh, that ruined it. Yeah, the New Saints, apart from last weekend, they also won every game. Absolutely ridiculous if we look at their schedule. Until that point there, they'd won every game. Absolutely ridiculous. What a like competition this has been. It's been a 2-man army. Like we're 23 points ahead of the team below us, which is absolutely insane. But fortunately, the New Saints did draw a game last weekend against Prestatyn, which gives us a bit of leeway. So if we draw this game, we'll still be like close to them. Most games are winning 21. That says. Absolutely insane. I'm really like over the moon at this run we've gone on, and long may it continue. Let's just go through the schedule a bit more, because I sort of flicked through it. Beat Aberystwyth 1-0. That was quite a close game. A really good game to play would have been obviously the 5-0s. No, I can't remember which one. One of them was here. These 2 games were really entertaining actually, and quite close fought affairs. I thought we'd smash Haverford West, but we didn't quite manage to. Beat Newton 2-0. There was a period, I think up until this game actually, if we scroll through, no, actually it's before then. Here, it was this period here. Bishop Wisdom didn't play very well for a long period. He was having pretty poor ratings throughout. He scored in that one. But you see here. But fortunately Aidan came in and saved the day quite often, coming off the bench and scoring braces and assisting and so on. He's been really good for me. But then Marley Bishop Wisdom is back in form now. He actually won the Young Player of the Year award, and you can see he's well on top of that. Actually, let's have a look at award winners. If we look at Player of the Month, he's got it 4 out of the 6 months, which is quite amazing. If we look at Manager Month, I've come second like every month there. Second, or third actually, second. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for me. I look to struggle in that one. Team of the Month, I mean, we'll look at the most recent one. Marley Bishop Wisdom is sort of my standout player this season by a long way. The team I'm selecting is fairly familiar at this point. Sermon and Vincent centre-back duo. You can see Carl Owen and Lee Idzi have played 26 of the games. They've out of 32 games so far, they've played 26, so that's quite good for them. Cummings at right mid, just because he's more defensively solid than Pearson in my opinion. Just gets in ahead actually, just about. He's slightly more, I feel a bit safer with him on the right. Spittle and Lewis, the midfield duo, again played most of my games, as was Nathan Wolf. He's been pretty decent for me. He just, I don't know what it is, I personally really rate him, but he doesn't play well, and he's got a rubbish report, but I still love him. And then up front we've got Mark Jones and Wisdom. Again, they've got this narrow 4-2-3-1, which is quite worrying for me because it absolutely controls our midfield. I keep thinking I should at some point play the three at the back. I played it once or twice over the season when I remembered, but apart from that, yeah, it's not. I've also played 4-2-3-1 a few times, especially in the League Cup games, just to keep teams guessing. But they're very strong opposition, obviously, and hopefully, if we get a draw, that would be very good because it'll keep us in. Well, we'll both be equal on points then at the top. They'd be ahead in terms of goal difference, but we can just hope that they drop points in the near future. First chance of the game is going the New Saints way, but Owen's clear is only far of the New Saints. Obviously, they've got plenty of space to work with in that midfield, and Fletcher, nice save by Idzi. I've signed most of my players on 2-year contracts now, actually. I seem to be able to do that, but Idzi, unfortunately, we couldn't quite agree terms, so hopefully I can have a second chance and maybe offer him a bit more money than I was before. I was being a bit harsh. But yeah, most of them are now on 2-year contracts. If we look at Green, oh no, that's a bad example. If we look at Bishop Wisdom, he's till 2020, so he's got 2 years at the club, nailed down, which is really nice, a bit more security. And these players only offer 2-year contracts to the ones who would definitely be here, at least 1, maybe 2 more years, just to keep them safe. New Saints having a good attack here, but it is the starting of the second half, so they shouldn't be able to score from this. Oh no, it's not, no, that's worrying then. The New Saints have a lovely attack, and well, they've scored. And here we see the goal. Unfortunately, if they do win today, it does put them 1 point ahead of us, and it's incredible. We've had the most amazing run of form, 21 wins on the trot basically, not quite one draw in the middle of that, and we're still not winning the league. It's ridiculous. I think we need 4 more points. Oh no, we've already beaten our previous record for most points, I think, so. Oh, Jones, Mark Jones, I can't believe he missed that, but Wisdom's got the second ball. I wasn't paying attention then. Callum Whelan did a bad foul on Wisdom, won't get carded though, but we do have a free kick just outside their box. Cummings to whip in the ball, that was terrible. The New Saints were a chance now. They've got the ball just outside their box. Unfortunately, it's very much a domination for them, although most games they hit the crossbar. This is our lucky chance now. Cannoned off the crossbar, to be honest. Hopefully we can get something now. I'm going to change something. I've done my all 3 changes now. Kerry Morgan come on for the underperforming Lewis. Josh Green off. Cummings moved back into right back, and Tom Pearson on as a more wingerish sort of player. Nathan Rolfe I've also moved to be a winger, and Aidan Smith on for Mark Jones, and I've told them to play whipped balls. So hopefully their off the ball rating and speed can help them get through onto those through balls, and we can get a goal on a counter attack. New Saints have the chance here, but hopefully we can, if we nip the ball off them now and counter, be glorious, absolutely glorious. Unfortunately, they are in rather good control here. Ooh, fortunately they did miss that chance. Just had an amazing chance, but we have cleared it. I missed a chance to the side. It's sort of pointless, but we're into the dying seconds. Unfortunately, it looks like we've lost this game. Well, this could be an absolute title decider here. Having lost that, I'm going to tell them I'm disappointed. We didn't do much on the transfer deadline day. I will show you the transfers real quick though. But unfortunately that has seen us, with only our second loss of the season, slip out of those top positions. Really disappointing, to be honest. Despite, well, they did dominate the game. Most of my games have been dominated. We've just countered really well. In terms of transfers, at the end of the season, this guy will be joining us, Derry Thomas, on £6 a week. He will be with us as well, maybe £7. A decent backup, sort of, to lower the wage bill, but still be just as good if I compare him with our current backups. Kerry Morgan here, if we attributes, if we compare them, fairly similar, but he's on 45 and he's on less than 10, so saving roughly £30 a week. Would be good for fairly equal quality players. Same with this guy, Badalov, a backup centre back, decent physicals, decent mentals. Unfortunately his aerial ability is hopeless with one heading, but again, same principle applies. He'll be on about £6 a week. A really good backup on a real cheap, just to keep the wage bill down. And see these players here, instead of having them on £25-60 a week, I want my sort of second, third choices to be on less money and still be just as good, which is what I'm attempting to do now with those transfers. But I'll see you in the second half of the episode against Bangor City, and I hope we can recover from that loss. Before we get into the second game of this episode, I have some incredible news. Airbus, who are currently third in the league but still about 25 points behind us, played against the New Saints and actually drew, which is amazing. The New Saints have sort of thrown away the last, well, okay, not the game where they beat us obviously, but they've drawn 2 of the last 3 games, which is amazing news for us, because if we win today against Bangor City, we can actually go top again, and hopefully seal that top spot, because for the rest of the season, oh, we are playing the New Saints, wow. Last episode, that'll be an absolute title side. I reckon whoever wins that game wins the league. But first step first, we have to beat Bangor City, and if we do beat them, it's amazing news for us. It puts us 1 point ahead, which is really helpful here. We've picked the team. I think Kelly Pearson, Tom Pearson is the only change I made, as far as I remember. Yeah, that's the only change. Tom Pearson on the right instead of Cummings, in slightly better form at the moment. They're playing a 4-4-2 now, not 4-2-3-1. Let's have a look. Tom Pearson, yeah, he's a slightly better form basically, and that's why he's been picked 7.1 ahead of the, where is he, 6.72. So I like to pick players off form, especially at this level. The difference between them is so small, and there's just odd attributes that they're really good at or really bad at. So yeah, hopefully we can beat Bangor City in this game and really establish ourselves at the top of the league. First chance is unfortunately going Bangor's way, but we have cleared it, and Vincent can get the ball forward. Our centre back gets it forward to Bishop Wisdom. Will he get there first? Unfortunately he won't. They have the ball in their defence now, but will they mess up? Unfortunately no, but Vincent headers in. It's not quite working, the ball forward. That ball forward didn't, and now unfortunately Bangor City are pushing forward. They have men in forward attacking options. Pipe back to left back, their left back into Pipe to Wilson. This is rather scary now. Quickly is through into the box, shoots, scores. It was a well worked goal by them, to be fair, and less than 10 minutes in we're losing against Bangor City. And here we see the goal. Wilson into Quickly turns his man and rattles a shot into the far side of the goal. Really nice shot. He tried his best but couldn't get there unfortunately, and yeah, it's not looking too good this exact moment. Another chance for, oh bugger, I'm just watching the league slip from our hands. I can't believe it. 21 games undefeated, and then we're playing the New Saints and Bangor, and important ones we're just getting demolished. Lovely free kick. I mean, I don't know how he gets through my player, but yeah, and Liddy can't save. This is not looking very good, is it? Changes had to be made, and half an hour in I've gone for a 3-5-2. Hopefully we can dominate the midfield and get some good balls forward to our strikers. So we're at half time, and I've made 2 changes. Leon Thomas on for the underperforming John Spittle, and he's moved forward into attacking midfield position, and Christopher Brown on for Lee Sermon, who hasn't been the best. Hopefully we can change something in the second half and get a couple of goals back. We have a chance now. Lewis on the right, unfortunately it's cut out, but Green, the ball winning midfield in the centre, gets it out to Wolf, to Bishop Wisdom. Can we get a goal early in the second half? Oh no, it's cut out, and now they have a chance to counter. We do have 3 men back, but unfortunately they're just been torn apart. Out to the winger, can he get a good ball in? He can. Vincent, lovely header clear, only as far as them again. They get a shot off, and Lewis clears out for a throw-in. Another chance for Bangor City now. Walters gets in the box, Vincent clears, again only as far as the Bangor player though. They've got it out on the flank now. He can get a good ball in, Alan can. Alan whips it in, Owen clears, but again only as far as a Bangor player. It seems to be a recurring theme here. We can't control the ball in the centre of the park, and they get through quickly. Lovely save by Idzi, but is it a case of too little too late? Brown, can we get a ball forward? We can't. Last change of the game will be an underperforming Wisdom off and a Aidan Smith on. Aidan Smith's been in good form as well. Hopefully we can get something from this in the dying seconds. With just about quarter of an hour left, I've gone for a 3-4-3. I got 3 strikers up there. Target man to hoof the ball to. Hopefully he can play off one of the other 2. Let's just try it. First highlight since the tactical change. Unfortunately goes Bangor's way. They got the ball in the middle of the park, but if we can get the ball, oh no, this is bad. It's 3-0 for God's sake. Why? Here it is in 3D. They've got the ball in centre park. Through quickly, passes it through to Lucas, who just rounds the defender like he's not there, and taps it in. Idzi palming it into his own goal. Comedy of errors, and we're 3-0 down, and we're just watching the title disappear right before our eyes. I mean, we've got 3 strikers and we're not even getting it. Oh no, that's just stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. Damien, the free kick hits the post, or the keeper saves one of them. Here you see Wilson takes a free kick. The keeper just fluffs his line, it hits the post, and then he doesn't jump to catch the ball. No, he lets Alan run in and score. Thanks a lot. 4-0, absolute demolition. 21 games unbeaten. And then 1-0 against the New Saints and 4-0 against Bangor. That is ridiculous. Oh yeah, we scored. Great. Chris Brown. Oh no, it was an own goal. We don't even get the goal. Thanks. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot. Making me feel amazing. and watching the title slip. And the New Saints drew 2 of their most recent games as well, just to give us a chance. But no, we would not take it. Could not take it. Oh, this is annoying. So annoying. I don't know why I'm even bothering watching this. Chris Brown, final highlight of the game. It's over. 4-1, at least he scored, so it doesn't look too embarrassing. I mean, it's 4-1, it does look too embarrassing. We've got 25 more points than them, and they still managed to win. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I did manage to get Izzy to sign a new contract. £5 a week less than he's currently on, which is good. Strike lucky. I'm just annoyed. Let's have a look at the table then. So with 5 games left, we're 2 points behind. Unfortunately, the New Saints are unlikely to lose any of the rest of their games. So this game is very much going to be a title decide at this point, provided we don't slip up against Prestatyn, Valor or Airbus. That's sort of the next episode will be this game, and possibly this one if we're still in a shout. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry about the embarrassing. Look at that, such an amazing run, and then it just plummets the second I turn the recording on. But anyway, see you against the New Saints. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.